Hi guys. So I was going through some of my old boxes and I found some of my old childhood toys. And so I thought that maybe you guys would like to see that. And hopefully it's relaxing to you. Okay. So, first I have this little doggy stuffed toy. It's a Dalmatian. And I got this when I believe I was 6 years old. And my uncle had cancer and he was in the hospital. I think he was having surgery. And he gave this to me. And I've kept it ever since I was 6 or 5 or 6. I think I was 6, but yeah, I've never wanted to get rid of it. Even in my adulthood, I've kept it. I think it's so cute. It's really dirty, but it's old, so. Let's see where it's from. It's made in Taiwan. It doesn't have a brand or anything like that. But, yeah. It's got a little ear down and one up. Okay, so I also have this little toy, stuffed, like necklace thing, of a Ninja Turtle. So when I was younger, we used to have a bunch of guys who lived on our property. My dad let them live there, and they would do work around the property. And one of them made this for me, he told me he made it for me, but I don't know if he actually did make it. But I kept it ever since because I thought that was special. Yeah, so it's a little Ninja Turtle. And when I was younger, I liked Ninja Turtles, so I thought that was cool. But it just hangs. It's like necklace length. It's got the little googly eyes. Actually, I don't know if they're actual Google. No, they're not googly eyes, but plastic eyes. It's supposed to be Michelangelo, but is that the color Michelangelo is? I don't remember. Is he an orange? I'm not sure. It's coming apart back here. But yeah, so that was always really special to me. Okay, next I have, these are dirty, but does anyone know what these are? Glowworms. Yeah, I used to love these little things. And I had these two, and I had the stuffed animal version of this one. And inside the body it had like a light, and so you could turn the light on and it would glow. And then it had the little cap that was it was fabric. I used to sleep with it. Not this one, but the bigger one with the light. But yeah, I distinctly remember when I was younger keeping these, and then as I think when I got, maybe I don't remember, but when I got married, I was going through all of my things, throwing a bunch of stuff out, and I purposely kept these because I was like, those are way too special. So I'm just gonna keep them, and I've kept them ever since. Well, I've kept them since I was a kid, but I didn't want to get rid of them. Super cute. Super dirty too. They're like sticky and dusty. But why do old things get sticky? What causes that? Does anyone know? Because like I have some other stuff over here that's sticky. And I don't understand why. But yeah, those are my little glowworms. Okay, next is can you guys tell how old I am? So I have Gumby, little Gumby, and Pokey. Aren't they cute? You can move his arms. Of course. Let's see this. Yep. Cute little. Let's lay him down. Oh, how about we just do this? Whee! I haven't played with these in years. These are sticky too. But, yeah, I used to love these guys. Did any of you guys have Pokey and Gumby figurines? Okay. And next is like my all-time favorite toy from when I was a kid. And I like kept it with me and took it with me everywhere. But, Fozzie from the Muppet Babies. I just carried this little thing around everywhere I went. I used to watch the cartoon. I loved the cartoon. He's just a cute little Muppet baby. Super cute. Really dirty, of course. Just a little plastic figurine. His paint's like coming off the white. And his nose. But I still love it. Probably keep this thing forever. Okay, now I also have this magnetic little toy. I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen this. This was made in Taiwan too. Huh. But yeah, it's just like a magnet base, and it's got these little metal stars and moons, and they're just go on here like so, and you can just build them up all high like that. I used to have way more moons and stars, but over the years I've lost quite a bit of them. Let's take them all off. They're really dirty and dusty. This was like, these were really popular, I think like in the 90s or something. All of those other toys were like from the 80s. But this is more 90s. I was gonna actually throw this out. Not throw it out, but when I moved from the last residence, I gave a bunch of stuff to Goodwill, and I was gonna put this in there, but then I thought maybe you guys would like it. You know, like the sounds. I don't know if it sounds relaxing, but maybe it does. Okay, sorry, I had to stop the camera for the train to go by. That happens a lot, so that's why sometimes I have like a lot of cuts in my videos. It's because the train goes by. But I made this tower in the meantime when I was waiting for the train. Little star tower. But I don't remember what I was saying actually. That sounds nice. I hope that wasn't too loud for you guys. Get over here. Let's try to make this quiet. Okay, I'm gonna put these here, put my hand over it, pick them up somehow. There. That worked. I like the way this sounds. I guess now that I've shown it to you, I can give it away to Goodwill or somewhere. I doubt anyone would even buy it from Goodwill. I should just give it to somebody. patchouli oil. So this was my fragrance that I wore in high school. Well, I wore it in 9th and 10th grade. And my friend, she used to call me Patchouli Girl, because like that's all I would wear. And she said that like she would know I was there because she could smell patchouli. Like she knew I had been there or I was coming because she could smell me. Because not a lot of people wore patchouli in my high school. Except for maybe the hippies, but I wasn't a hippie. But yeah, I don't know what got me on to wearing it, but I did like it. Let's see what it smells like. Wow, that brings back a lot of memories. So yeah, I wore this in 9th and 10th grade. And then I started wearing Body Fantasies, the white fantasy musk, which I still wear today. But it's really hard to find. You can't even find it anymore. So I have to buy it on Amazon, but I love that stuff. It's my all-time favorite. So yeah, now you guys know what I wore in high school for my perfume. Okay, so this next piece is a little weird, but here is my hand in plaster. I made this in high school in art class. I put my hand in like a mold, and this is what I did. Black nail polish, as you can see. It's this hand. I can't, oh, let's do this. It's this hand. I put blood running down here because it kind of looked like I was squeezing my hand really hard. So I put blood coming down because otherwise it looked kind of plain. But yeah, it even has my little, I don't know if you guys can see that, but I have a little happy face scar on my hand right here. It's a scar, and even that got on it. But yeah, so I kept it. Of course, I thought it was cool. It's just weird seeing like everything, like this is my hand with all my little wrinkles and little everything, my fingernails. I think this is actual nail polish, actually. Probably the exact same stuff that I wear today. That's the exact same thing. Huh. There's a bump right there. Do I still have that bump? I do. That's really weird because that is really strange. Because I noticed this little bump on my finger, like, recently, like within the last couple years, and I thought that it was like a new, I don't know, wart maybe, like growing. But I've had that since high school. And I'm only noticing that right now. That's hilarious. Oh my gosh, that's funny. But yeah, my hand. Okay. Next. This is not from my childhood, but I have these little salt and pepper shakers that I just found out that they were salt and pepper shakers tonight, because I hadn't really looked close at them before. But these were, so after my dad died, I was going through his things, and these were in his bathroom, just like on the counter. And so I took them because it reminded me of him, because he used to love the movie Tombstone, and these guys look like they're from Tombstone, the movie, the old western, you know, Wyatt Earp. So I wonder if that really is Wyatt Earp, because it looks like him. Doesn't that look like Wyatt Earp from the movie Tombstone? And then, I don't know who this would be. Doc Holliday, maybe? Or, I don't know. But yeah, he loved this movie. He watched it like all the time. No, that was me. I watched it all the time. He watched it too, but I remember I went through a phase where I watched Tombstone like every day. I liked it so much. It's a good movie. If you haven't seen it, it's a really good movie. But yeah, I didn't know he had these until after he died, and I saw them in his bathroom. So, let's put these over here. I'm gonna put a blanket down for this next part, because it could get kind of loud. So, let's see if this will work. Just gotta move some of the toys over. Okay, I'll put these down here. Okay. So, I have these. Can you tell what's in the bag? Are they rocks? They sound like rocks. No, they're not rocks. Marbles. These are my marbles from when I was a kid. I think it was like 4th or 5th grade. My school went through a phase. Every year, like, the kids would go through a certain phase, like, of what they liked to play with at school. Marbles was a phase one time. I think most of these are actually my dad's marbles, because when he was a kid, he played marbles. And he taught me how to play, and we would play together. I love them. They're so pretty. I used to stare at them for like hours, just going over every single one and like putting them in categories. These are really sticky too. That's what I was talking about. Like, why does this stuff get sticky? I don't understand it. If any of you guys know, I would love to know why stuff gets sticky as it ages. Just a couple more. So this is all of my marbles. These big ones are called boulders. This one's not. Does anyone know what this is? I think this is from, what is that game? The maze game? That like, you put the little ball in there and there's like 2 sides to it. No, there's not 2 sides. It wobbles like this and you're trying to get the ball through from one side to the other side, and you don't want it dropping through the holes. It's like a maze. What is that called? I think that's what this is from. Anyway, so yeah, these are my boulders. The big ones. And if you don't know how to play marbles, and if I remember correctly, you have like a circle. You have a circle, and you have your marbles inside of it, I believe. And then you take your boulder and you like flick it like this, like at your marbles, and you're trying to get them out of the circle. Yeah, it's either that or the other way around, where you're trying to get them in the circle, but I believe you're trying to get them out of the circle. And yeah, that's how you play. This one's like warped. It looks like it was supposed to be 2 marbles. And some of them are cracked from probably being together all the time. But my favorite ones are these. Do I have any more of these? No. But I like these ones. They're like speckled. See? They got speckles in them. I think they're so pretty. And the colors are pretty in the light. Like this one has green and blue. You guys probably can't see because the light, I don't know if you can see the colors, but so yeah, I would categorize them like, these are called cat eyes. So put all the cat eyes together. This one's pretty. And then like these solid type ones. This one. I have a red one. Is that one solid? I think that black one. And the sparkly ones. These ones are super pretty. More sparkly ones. I have a lot of these sparkle ones. They kind of remind me of the ocean, the colors. Like the blues and the greens. This one's pretty. It's just like a clear, and it's like small. It's got a little bit of sparkle in it. And those are bubbles. The sparkly, they're bubbles. Sparkly. That one's pretty. It's like a light blue. That one's cool too. It's not sparkly, but it's like clear purple. White ones. This one's like a pearl almost. It's like, what's the word? Incandescent? Is that the word I'm looking for? Is that what that means? I don't know. This one's broken. It's weird because there's no broken pieces in the thing that I have them in. So they broke before I put them in that. But my boulders, pretty green one, and this one has some yellow and orange and white. And this one just has orange in it. Cat eye. And this one's just like dark orange. Blue. Metallic blue. sounds kind of nice. It feels really nice, actually. It's like a little massage for my hands, and they're nice and cool. Let's move these boulders out so I can do it better. And these broken ones can go away. That's a pretty one, that blue one. It like glows, looks like it's glowing. I have 2 of them. Do I have any more of these? No, that's not one. That's pretty. But yeah, my whole school was like obsessed with them. And we would just play during recess. A green one, solid green one is pretty. I love all the solid ones. How does that sound for you guys? Do you like that? It's kind of like bubbles. Like, you know when you're doing the dishes and you put dish soap, dish soap, and it bubbles up, and then the bubbles kind of crackle when they're like popping. Kind of sounds like that a little bit. has my marble collection from when I was a kid. So let's try to put these back without being super loud. Okay, almost got them in. And I think I'll just throw these out, the broken ones. Put my boulders in. My little heavy silver ball. And the wonky ball, the wonky marble. Okay. Let's stick this up. This is just a sunglasses holder that I put all the marbles in. Okay, so the last thing that I have from when I was a kid are these. Does anybody know what these are? Anybody? These are called Pogs, and they were really popular when I was a kid in elementary school, and we all used to love playing this game of Pogs. And I think it eventually got banned because it was sort of a form of gambling. Although you don't gamble, or you didn't gamble with money, but you gambled with your Pogs. So I think they got rid of it in our school. But, so this is a game, if you don't know what Pogs are, what you would do is you would put, a certain amount of Pogs, you'd stack them up like this, and whoever you were playing with also, they had their own Pogs that was theirs. These were mine. They had their own. And you would put in your Pogs, and you would put them upside down like this, like so. So there's a stack of them. And then you would take this slammer. It's just a metal, it's bigger than the pogs. Well, this one's the same size, but usually they're bigger. And then the pogs are made out of cardboard. And yeah, so this is metal. Okay, so you have your stack. You put some in, and your friends put some in, so now it's mixed. And then you just slam it really hard down and you let go. I don't want to do it because it might be too loud. Well, I'll just do it. And if it's too loud, I'll just lower the volume, I guess. So you'd be like, oh, didn't get it there. I didn't hit it hard enough. What you're trying to do is get them to flip. Okay, so 3 of them flipped. So that would mean that I get to keep these 3. So these are mine now forever. So then you would just keep going. And I didn't really like to play very often because I never wanted to lose my pogs. So I would get these at, like, from wherever. They were selling them everywhere at the time. And just having them, they all, like, became my favorites, and I never wanted to lose any of them. So, like, I didn't play that often because when I did, I would lose, like, some of my favorite ones, and I always hated that. Because, like, what happens is you would put all your pogs out like this, you know, and your friends would sift through them, and they would, like, pick out which ones they wanted, and you would do the same for them, and then you'd put it in your pile. So, like, they'd pick out some, like, really cool ones and rare ones, and you could potentially lose those. So, like, yeah, I didn't really like to play. I just like to collect. But yeah, these are my pogs. I got all kinds. Knott's Berry Farm. Hostess. I have a lot of these. Warehouse. Does anybody remember that store, the Warehouse? They sold, like, CDs there, and you could rent movies there. I have a lot of them from there. They went out of business, though, in my town. I don't know if they're still out, but or if they're still around, but obviously I got these during Christmas because they're all Christmassy. You probably got them every time you bought a CD or something. And I have these 8-ball ones. I have a few of these ones. Ball, 8-ball, let's see if I can remember which ones were my favorite. I really liked where I saw it earlier. Where is it? this one. I liked the stripes. It says Diamond Head. I don't know if that's like a place somewhere. This is made in Korea. But yeah, I like this one. I like the skull ones. And Dark Army Poison. Poison. One from Vans. Did any of you guys play with Pogs? This one's pretty. Little mermaid on a seahorse, I think. Something like that. Got some from the bowling alley. Pepsi. Rugrats. No, that's not Rugrats. That's... I thought this was from Rugrats. That's funny. That's Burger King Kids Club. Del Taco. Yummy. That sounds good right now. Del Taco. What is this? Hawaii Milk Caps Carnival. Printed in Hong Kong. These ones are cool. The different shapes. Oh, this was one of my other favorites. I liked ones that like I didn't have a lot of. It's like I have a lot of the 8-balls, I have a lot of the warehouse ones. I only have one of these. But yeah. And I only have one of these. So here's one of my slammers. Here's another one. This one says hang loose. I think somebody made this and I put a sticker of a cat on it. Just some plastic. And this one has, I think it was like a tiger or something on it. It's since worn off. Those are all my slammers. Here's another one of those saw type ones. But I don't think that this fad lasted very long. Only a couple years at most. Seeing as how they got rid of it out of the schools. So we just stopped playing with them. But it was fun while it lasted, and I've kept them ever since. The cool thing was to get one of these tubes to put them all in. They had like long ones and short ones. So yeah, that's my collection. I'll put them away. If you guys had Pogs when you were younger, do you still have them? Or did you eventually get rid of them all? My girlfriend still has hers. She was the only one I really played with. And she still has them. It's just so funny. And then my little slammers. And the poison metal slammer goes on top. So that is it for my childhood things that I've kept. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Do you guys still have any of your childhood toys? Anything that was special to you? I still have my blankie. Like when I was a kid or like a baby, my mom, she got like a blanket and a pillow set for when I was a baby. And I slept with that blanket all the way up until I was 19 years old, and it was when I got married and moved away is when I put the blanket away. But I still have it. I still have this doll, like it's about like this size, this doll that my brother dubbed Flying Baby because he used to throw it across the room, and so we called it Flying Baby ever since then. So I still have my little doll and my blankie, and I don't think I will ever get rid of those. It's just like a part of you, you know? Yeah, I loved that little blanket. It was like a red blanket, and it has like balloons on it with a red bow that came out of the blanket, and you could tie the red bow, and it had polka dots everywhere on the red part. It was red and white. It is, I still have it. I'm saying it was, but yeah. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Of course, I always hope that it's relaxing for you. I hope that you're sleepy or sleeping. That would be nice if you guys are sleeping. Just laying down, relaxed. Peeking into my childhood, I had a lot of random things, but the things that I've kept are pretty special, so I'll probably keep them forever. Except for this, I'll probably get rid of this. Don't really need this anymore. It's nice for tapping though, that's for sure. Okay, well, I hope that was relaxing for you guys. And I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you guys in the next video.